Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of The Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Guys say he's quite handsome and brilliant. Tease me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free 50 caliber musket or flintlock pistol with every IT purchase to celebrate the 4th of July. Go to toppingtechnologies.com to learn more. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, do you have CrowdStrike? Well, their stock crashed about 30% in the past 5 days, and it's erased about 6 months, actually more than 6 months of stock value, just vanished, which is why I don't give financial advice, because stocks, especially tech stocks, can be so precarious and so dangerous and fluctuate so dramatically. I mean, before we dive into the article, just looking at their stock trajectory past couple of years, I mean, like most stocks, historically speaking, just long term, most stocks on average do increase over time. So, I mean, if you invested all those years ago, 5-year trend, still up 185%. Past 1 year, still up 77.25%. We see that little drop down there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Year to date, still okay, up 7.53%. And then 6 months, yep, it's down 11.11%. Past 1 month is down 30%. Of course, past 5 days is down at 30, or I guess that's rounding up generously, slightly, down 29.79%. Granted, by the time this video is rendered and uploaded, it'll change because the stock market does what the stock market does. But yeah, CrowdStrike, I mean, they've been growing. I mean, since inception, the company's gone up 313%. And this is not good news, especially because a couple of weeks ago, they're just added to the S&P 500, which that alone caused the stock to jump by 25%. However, now they're behind what is being called the biggest IT outage in history, since, spoiler, many businesses utilize CrowdStrike, and heck, I'm a little bit biased. My IT company that I own, we actually resell and install CrowdStrike and other IT security solutions, and yeah, it ended up breaking a lot of computers or getting the cliche blue screen of death for Microsoft Windows devices, which obviously is not good. Now, going to the article, this has come to us thanks to Investopedia, which pretty darn good name. You know exactly what they're about. Specifically, the writer is Nisha Gopan. And they say, quote, CrowdStrike falls further while rivals extend gains after outage, which, let's not get too carried away. The biggest competitor besides Microsoft, since Microsoft does have their Windows Defender antivirus or endpoint solution, whatever vernacular they prefer. They also have EDR, XDR, EDR, and a bunch of acronyms for, because again, security is very complex, so there's a lot of variety. You can choose however you want to go. The main competitor, realistically, is Sentinel-1. Now, Sentinel-1 is also a very good solution. It's known for being a very proficient cybersecurity solution, also being much more economically priced than CrowdStrike. I mean, their stock is around $22 per share, and they increased about 5% past couple days. So again, it's not like the competitors are skyrocketing to the moon, but nevertheless, they say, quote, oh yeah, let's see. They say, quote, CrowdStrike's competitors such as Palo Alto Networks, which they're known for firewalls and low cloud security, and technically they do have an endpoint that 18 people buy and appreciate. Again, they're known for being enterprise. They're known for being firewall manufacturer, which they do the best, bar none. Their stock increased by 5%, so one shares increased by about 5%. Sorry, Palo Alto Networks, strike that, went up by about 1%. They say, quote, no doubt like competitors like Sentinel-1, Microsoft, and even Palo Alto Networks are looking to seize on CrowdStrike's misfortune. CrowdStrike short sellers made, this is suspicious, they made more than $373 million last Friday after the cybersecurity stock plunged, according to research firm S3 Partners. Which, again, I want to know, who is shorting CrowdStrike? Like, they are one of the most robust, reliable products on the market, bar none. No one conceivably saw this coming, which is why I think you saw such a huge market correction. The stock went down so much. Because again, they should have seen this coming. They should have tested it properly, yada, yada. So I'm surprised so many people were short selling it. Which, yeah, 373 million just for short selling a stock. Jeez Louise. And it is starting to, again, this is an anecdotal experience in terms of my IT company. Mostly work in Texas, covering businesses. And I mean, we have clients who do, and some do not prefer CrowdStrike. There are a couple that are wanting to move away because of this incident. But overall, there hasn't been the major backlash. Now, that being said, another big component people are speculating is about what's going to happen Q4. Now, Q4 is when most businesses, I mean, they do extremely well. It's where a lot of the revenue, a lot of the profit comes in. And a lot of these solutions, I mean, most people buy, again, this is a business product, so people are buying it usually in 12, 24, or 36-month contracts. And the renewals are usually coming up Q4. That'll be the really test of how many people do renew, because prior to this incident, the renewal rate was in the high was it 99 point, I thought it was 99.1 or 98.9%. It's really an overwhelmingly good rate of renewal. Now with this incident, it will be interesting to see how far that drops. But let me know in the comments, have you been affected by this personally? At your place of employment, did you notice the blue screen of death? And then the cliche question of all, is now the time to buy their stock, or should we wait? How much lower could it go? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time again to tune in, trying to get again to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving the thumbs up, a thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.